Hey, what's happening? Third part of conversation with Capone. If you didn't see the first one or second one, to let you know who put Chicanos on the radio versus number two, who put Chicanos on the streets, because streets is part one of the level. The second level is to be on the radio, and only a few made it on the radio, but the streets, you know who they were. And now we're gonna talk about the difference between Cali and Texas, the whole thing. Now, I hopefully I'm not gonna be disrespectful to anybody on this. Like, well, there's some you already know I don't mess with, but like there's a lot of rappers in different genres and different states, and to me, I want to explain something on my perspective of Texas and Cali. And it's an educational and it's a very, very, very deep thing that I'm not going to explain to you all of this right now, but I'm going to let you know who had a bigger influence. Now, I love Texas, but to me, this is Texas to me. Little Flip, Slim Thugger, Lil Kiki. I did 3 projects with Little Flip, right? Because to me, he was at that time one of the big dogs of Texas. Slim Thug and all them guys, Bun B. This is Texas rap to me. There was another artist, obviously before my time, who was doing it too with these guys, and that's SPM. As a person, I can respect him, Charlie, but as a movement, yes, I'll tell you, he had a movement over there. But let me explain to you why he had a movement over there versus California. All right? And no disrespect, but it is what it is. Now in Texas, everyone followed the Little Flips. Obviously, that's their culture. They got gold tees. I used to go hustle CDs in Dallas, in Houston, and all that before anybody. I would drive in a broken whip with the homies, and we would no air conditioning. When we first started rapping, we'd pull up in Texas, start on the corner. I know every hood in every block, from Oak Cliff in Dallas to the hoods in Sanato to the swap meets to everywhere. I would go out there, and what I realized, the Hispanics over there were more influenced on the brothers, right? Which is, it is what it is. I mean, hey, you go to New York, there definitely is a different vibe. Like only LA holds strong the culture and the cultura of Mexican American Chicano culture, and that's California. It is what it is, right? Even Kim Kardashian's throwing up the bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like Asians G'd up baldies. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in the world had did so much power and this is facts. No disrespect to any other state, New York, any other where, Arizona, whatever it is, but California influenced the world. The Chicanos of California influenced the whole world. Look at me, I'm a homie. Hey, influenced the world. The Asians, Japanese. I have Asians homies creased up, G'd up in California. They're from maybe Asian hoods, right? But it was a trend. YG used to put his socks up, boom, boom, like new, leaning like a cholo, whatever, like rapping like that. Back in the days, there was a lot of African Americans in vaudevilles. There was all that. Times have changed because of a lot of racism, and I can go to a whole subject about that. But at one time, the Chicano culture, which was not just all Chicanos, there were Salvadorians, there was every race in it, but it was under the branch of the Chicano culture. It was very strong in California, where in Texas, there wasn't. So when SPM came out, he and his label was the only label. There was other ones like Salty Water, small ones here and there, but he was the only dominant force of Texas. So Texas is even bigger than California. So he controlled all of Texas because no one's seen nothing like that in their life. And that's how he created a big movement, because he was the only one. Now in California, we sold just as much as records, but we had we had Familiar Records, we had Low Profile, we had High Power Records, we have Southland Records. Then we have guys like Little Rob, who was selling millions, Mr.Capone was selling millions. Then Criminal started selling millions. We were all splitting, like, if there's a pie of like, say, 20 million sales, we're all splitting at least 50 people or 100 people are splitting the 20 million pile. And in Texas, it was a new movement. And if they got a pie that was 10 million, he might have had 7, 8, 9 million out of that 10 million because there's nobody else over there, because it was something new. Over here, our culture always, the culture in California was always pride, represents, vato, local. They wouldn't say the N-word, say, what's up, essay? That's how it was over here, man. Um, and that's how we were raised, right? Whether times are changing and things are changing, melting pots are moving everywhere, but this was the culture. And at that time, in the early 2000s, Chicano rap, that stilo was the most selling stilo of all. If you remember, NWA and all of them came out, after they came out and all the DJ Quick stuff, nobody else sold except for Chicano rap. And if you didn't know, now you know. All the Swamis, we were on the radio until smart that hip hop started creating mixtapes, and YG and all of them started doing mixtape, and they're getting funded by major labels to hit the streets. Kind of pushed us out the street because we had so much divide in us. F Capone, he's this, or F that guy, he's this, or he's this, or he's that. Spanky Local slap Night Owl. This guy, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody was getting divided in LA, and they created their mixtape, Nipsey, YG. Those are the, in 2009, 10, 11. It was the merge of the collapse of the big takeover for our kind of genre because fighting amongst each other. So if anything, I want to teach positive to you guys as a community. Like, it doesn't have to be me. I don't have to be part of your community if you don't feel it. Cool. But unity is key, man. So if you guys can create unity, one day it could be powerful. But that requires everybody on the same page, everybody respecting everybody moving forward. As me as high power, that's what I created. But then eventually haters from jealousy, he's not even this, he's not that, boom, boom, start creating wars. We try to keep it on the rug. We never would talk shit. Then we would bank somebody up, sock him up. He'll be on camera. And then they'll come back on like talking crap. F them. Woo. Like, you know, hey, it just goes on and on and on. Then they're gone, but then we got more haters. And then a new guy thinks he jumps in. So the hate train went on, right? But unity is key, man. If you guys can create unity, it would be good for the community. And yeah, that's what happened in California. We're all sharing the pie. In Texas, there was one pie, and that's it. And that's how it happened. And then what's his name got locked up. People have the memories of he was the only one who did it. I suggest you Texas artists, and I got love for you. I've got a project called Cali to Texas. There's a lot of talent out there, a lot of talent. Create your own movements, do it. You got the power. I'm already made it. But I told myself, man, if I was fresh in the game and hungry like a lion, like I used to be, I'll go move to Dallas for whatever. I'll be in San Antonio. I'll be all over Texas grinding and creating a movement because Texas is huge, man. And I want somebody to win. And I'm even offering artists from Texas to tap in with me. I'm going to try to sign some Texas artists because at the end of the day, I'm not going to do it, but maybe I can help you do it because Texas is a big market, man. And I respect Texas for that coast that, you know, they're looking for a sense of that pride and do it. And it's time for some of these new guys to shine. But Texas versus Cali market, we have 50 soldiers, 100 guys that are doing big things. Where at Texas at one time, it was nobody. Now we have more people in Texas popping, and Texas is becoming as strong as California now because the movement in it. Stay focused, my boys. But that's the difference between Cali and Texas. And once again, December 23rd, Cali to Texas project. Your homeboy Mr.Capone-E on it. I got some females from Texas that are gonna be on the album. Some artists from Texas. You know, my boy Mike Joe, I'm gonna remix with that and a little flip remix. But then I got some new Latin Chicano artists from Texas. Hey, we're just gonna try to make it happen, man. And make sure you go get that album. All right, Cali to Texas. Much love and respect. Your homie, Mr. Capone. That's the third part of the chapters, Conversation with Capone. Damn, I talk too much. Oh.